Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Eddie Marcus here once again, spokesman and advocate of basic human rights for all people. I just want to speak on the subject matter for a moment, getting even. Getting even is something that we should get out of our consciousness, get out of our awareness. We have been taught getting even as a mechanism of defense and sometimes offense. You know, depending upon what part of the country you're from, it has an impact on certain words or expressions that are used. For instance, in some parts of the country, you can hear a guy might refer to a friend as his right-hand man. And that means that this guy is something special. I'm glad to have him with me. In other parts of the country, you say right-hand man is mean that's your flunky. And nobody wants to be called your flunky. So don't call him your right-hand man. Getting even, you know, is some strange things. It has people who we understand getting even meaning getting more than, doing worse than they did to you. For instance, somebody do something to you and you can't stand it. And what you do is you got to get even. So you got to do something back to them that's just as devastating or a little bit more, because you want to let them know, don't mess with you. You somebody. You terrible. Getting even. It has to do with people who care about one another sometimes. Getting even can drive you far and far apart, much more far apart than you had ever anticipated. You never thought it would go that far, but getting even would just take you out of all of your boundaries that you might have set for yourselves. So you don't want to think about getting even. Getting even with your enemies and just take you to the farthest places where you will have atomic bombs or whatever kind of bombs, just trying to threaten to tear you up if you do anything that I don't like. Or, you know, we'll tear each other up. All of this, getting even. So when we have a Republican in the United States who's president, and he does things to satisfy the Republicans and don't care what its effect on Democrats are, then you come back the next election and you try to get a Democrat in, going to make things better for the Democrats, getting even, and do nothing for the others as it was done to you. Well, see, this here is a designed reaction to consequences that have been a result of division, separation, dividing people so that they can be conquered. This is the message that we have to add to the conversation when we start talking about getting even. So let's put getting even behind us, ladies and gentlemen. When we have candidates right now that's rich and they want to take all of the wealth from the nation and put it in the hands of the rich, and don't care what happened to those of you who are not rich. Getting even means put somebody poor in office and they get all that back and you struggle and stuff like this, but there's somebody that's always benefiting at each struggle that you have. Each struggle that takes place between those of you who have and those of you who have not. Somebody is always winning. Sure, if you, rich, win the argument between those who aren't, you win. If the poor win, then the rich don't. But there's someone, doesn't care who, rich or poor wins, they always win. Always win. And that is not you, the people. So, when I say getting even doesn't work, sometimes well, really, when you get to that point, and I have to say when you get to that point, you will never try to get even. You will never try to get even, because trying to get even is a sign of ignorance. It's a sign of stupidity. Somebody said, well, do I have the right to defend myself? Yeah, you have the right to defend yourself, but in defense, you're not trying to get even. You're just trying to stop them. You're not trying to get even. You're just trying to stop them. So if you're just trying to stop them so you can they'll be around another day, that's cool. But you say, well, the only way I can stop them is get rid of them. Well, now that's getting even. That's getting even. But if you can't, if you're not there, then you do what you got to do. Don't let me guide you. Let your conscience be your guide. And I want to leave it there. Getting even is nothing that righteous people practice. Leave it there. Bye-bye.